are a sisterhood dedicated to uplifting women globally.
Women of Wealth.
Where we uplift, enhance, and empower women.
Women of Wealth.
We seek to make intentional choices that will elevate, strengthen, and transform our lives.
Women of Wealth, where we help women recognize their purpose and fulfill their dreams. Now, here's your host, Shawana Thomas.
Yo, welcome to Women of Wealth show, IntellectualRadio.com family. It's that time again, and we are here. I'm here with my lovely co-host, Talika. We are without Shawana tonight. She's not feeling her best, so we're going to fill in and do our best to, plug in the holes, wherever we feel she can, she fits in. So introduce yourself, Talika.
Hey, y'all know who it is. It's your girl T. Join the conversation. I hope you guys got your cocktails because we're ready. Yep. Cocktails and conversation tonight.
It's about to go down, family, as it always does. We have a pretty lit subject again, as always. We are going to talk about the truth. And the question is, do you tell the truth? Do people tell the truth in relationships, and what else?
That's it. We're going to start with that question.
Okay.
Do you tell the truth in your relationships?
Yeah. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you call in 708-223-8953. Do people tell the truth in relationships? Earl, you want to join in, man? You want to got something to say on this tip? We're going to start with our producer.
Sometimes you have to, kind of reshape the truth.
So you got to tell a little fear.
Reshape the truth.
There you go.
Okay. We're going to use that term. We're going to reshape the truth.
There you go.
I say like this. Sometimes the truth hurts. So I'm going to agree with Earl. We're going to reshape it to fit the narrative.
And that makes sense. I mean, I understand and I agree, wholeheartedly. I think one of the things that people, for this question in particular, the question is, I think people are probably aiming for, do you love me? You know what I'm saying? Are you in love with me? And so they want to know the truth with that. And I can understand that. That's not a problem. You know what I mean? We could go different directions with this as far as, the old age-old, you know what I'm saying? Do women tell the truth about how many guys they've been with and all of that stuff as well?
Why should that even be a topic, though?
Because sometimes people want to know that stuff, man.
Why?
Some people, not me. Please understand, it's not me. I know guys that have asked that question and been sickened by the answer. So again, why ask that question if you don't want to know the truth? That's the bottom line of that.
So in that situation, do I tell him what he wants to know, or do I tell him what I think he should know?
I think you should tell him what he wants to know. You know what I'm saying?
So we're going to say, no, you're the only one, baby.
Yeah, you the main one. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and that's fine because, again, I know somebody very close to me that happened to. He was speaking with a girl that he was dating. And I mean, long story short, they ended up getting married. But the thing was, when he asked her that and she told him, he was blue. I mean, he was blue for a while, too. You know what I mean? So
her body count shouldn't even matter.
Why?
Why would it?
I think it should.
Why ask a question that you really don't want the answer to? So, again, we're human, and we all have lives, and we all have past. So, my past shouldn't matter. My present should matter, right?
Can I chime in?
Go ahead, bro.
I agree. It shouldn't matter. But if it's overly excessive.
And that's where the problem comes in, man.
You got like 1,200.
That's where the problem comes in, man. Look,
now if it's normal, like a normal person, or you've been with 4 or 5, okay, we ain't got to discuss that.
That's okay.
If you've had like an abnormal sexual lifestyle, and you've had like 1,200 men in your life, you used to work at a club or something, I think we need to discuss this.
Right.
So,
you used to sell your body. We need to discuss this.
Yeah.
So
this is a problem.
Does it matter if it's 1 or 20? Does it matter? I mean, is it the same standard? 20, but
it matters if it's 200.
Is it the same standard for men? Like, are we as women to accept that y'all may have slept with 50 women?
Well, it should be the same standard, but it's
50
not.
And 500.
It's not. Like,
I mean, if you sleep with 500 and 200, you're a porn star, baby. You better be making that money.
That's what I'm saying. You have to discuss that. You have to let someone know.
Yeah, I get it, man.
If it's overly excessive, you need to let the other person know.
And you should let them know before y'all even really get serious, to be honest, because that could be a real deterrent to pushing this relationship along. So in this aspect, family, the truth, you shouldn't tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't. You really shouldn't.
It's gonna hurt their spirit.
Yeah, hey, look, man.
Because they can't handle the truth. That's what I'm interpreting from you guys. That you can't handle the truth.
It's for me personally, it's not even about handling the truth. I don't need to know about that.
So don't ask the question.
I never have.
Okay.
I never have. Now again, my wife has asked me about my body count. You know what I'm saying? And I kept telling her, I'm not gonna ever tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that it's overly excessive or anything like that.
Can I just chime in here?
Yeah.
I don't think your body count should exceed your age. If it exceeds your age, there's a problem.
Well, if you're only 20 or 21, then you might be okay. But I mean, if you're 50 or 60, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Again, that might be an issue. That might be an issue.
That's what I'm saying.
As long as it doesn't exceed your age, I'm cool with that.
You say what? Don't
exceed
for
your
a
age.
woman, but it's different for a man?
For both.
Oh, okay.
Truthfully, again,
so if you, let's say, for instance, you probably 35, 40?
Homie, I am 41, guys.
Okay, well, it should be over 41 then.
It ain't even in the 40s.
Okay,
it ain't
well, there
even
you go. So
40s.
that's normal. That's normal.
I mean, but I know
range.
some people that their body counts are a little higher, and I tell them don't tell their guy. Like, it's not his business.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna handle it well.
Yeah.
And you saying not to exceed the age. Some men can't even handle if you've been with 5 to 10 guys.
Yeah, some people can't. And again, my question to those guys is, then why would you ask? Why would you want to know something like that? Because you got to know, as long as she's not a virgin, that there's a chance that it could be high, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, even by your standards, whatever that may be. So why set yourself up for that kind of heartache, that kind of disappointment? So again, y'all tune in, call in 708-223-8953. Let us know what y'all think about, do people tell the truth in relationships? Again, my thing is, in certain things, you know what I'm saying, yeah, it's okay to be truthful with. Most things it's okay to be truthful with. I mean, because that's how you establish a relationship that could go further, but with that being said, some things you just either hey, I'm not going to answer that, or yeah, you have to, what did Earl say? You have to stretch the truth.
Reshape
the truth. That's going to be our term for the lies. Reshaping. I just reshaped that for you, honey.
Let me just say this right here. Do you really care about her feelings? Because if you don't care about her feelings, I guess you're going to always tell the truth.
And see,
listen. Do you care about her feelings?
This is true.
To piggyback on that, I was watching this sitcom the other day, and the father was talking to his daughter, and she was telling her dad about this guy that she's so in love with, and he say, "You the side piece." And she like, "No, I'm not. He's about to get a divorce, he in the process. But rich people, divorces take long." That's what she was telling her dad. He say, "No, honey, you're the side piece because he's telling you the truth, but he's lying to his wife."
Interesting.
And so I was like, isn't that something?
Yeah.
That's something.
It makes sense.
It makes sense because you
imitating life. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, without a doubt, man. I mean, Dad told her the truth, man. Like, he telling you what you know what I'm saying you need to hear, but he just telling his wife what she want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes that's how people do it. You know what I mean? And I think that's important.
You know what? I have a saying that I created. And I'm sure once I say it, y'all gonna steal it, and everybody listening gonna steal the saying. But I say, as a grown man, there's only 2 people you should have to lie to: either the person who's giving you ass, or the person who's whipping your ass.
and there you have it.
There you have it.
You know what?
There you have it.
That's great. You know what my saying is? I said I only lie to 2 people. I said my mama and my bill collectors. Those are the only people I lied to, because my mother will be 82 in the week, and I'm still scared of her. So I tell her whatever she want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Ma, I took care of this. Yes, Ma, I did this. Yeah, I was over there yesterday, knowing good and damn well I wasn't nowhere near where I was supposed to be. But in her mind, okay, good. He said he's going to do it, so I'm going to trust him to that. And, of course, to my bill collectors, yeah, I sent that in last week, man. I can't tell you why y'all ain't get it. You know what I'm saying? I paid it already.
It's in the mail.
I paid it already, man, so y'all should have it. So that's up to y'all. I did my part. Knowing good and well, I'm standing writing the check or online, you know what I'm saying, trying to put it in right now. But so those are the only 2 people that I lied to: my bill collectors and my mama. That's it. That's the extent for me. So You know,
Okay.
tell us what y'all feel, family. Y'all please make sure you call in, man. Check in with us. Let us know what's going on.
I have a situation I like for you guys to kind of evaluate for me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So this guy, he meets this girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice girl, attractive girl, right? So he asks if he could take her to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
He takes her out to dinner once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. They go out to eat. Nice restaurants, right? Not no cheap place, not no Mickey D's, not no Burger King. Nice places, right?
Right.
So finally he says to her, I think we should take this to the next level. And she says to him, oh, I didn't tell you, I'm gay.
Oh.
Wow.
So how do you think? And he's like, well, why didn't you tell me that? And she's like, well, you never ask. I thought we were just enjoying, dinner, hanging out.
Come on, man.
So explain that. How do you feel about that scenario?
She bogus. She bogus. That's what I'm gonna say. She flat out. She bogus, man.
She just came for the meals.
And that's understandable. But I mean, say that though. If that's what you on, then say that.
See, that's
but
the
it
thing.
never ever popped up.
That's the thing about communication. Like, if you're interested in a person, say that you're interested. Don't don't assume anything that person know, right?
Okay.
And so you ask me out for dinner. Oh, okay, shit. I ain't doing nothing.
And I get that, but
how you gonna say? Are you gay? You don't say that.
Right. What kind of question is that to ask somebody?
I can't ask you that.
And before you even get to that point,
just tell me that you're interested in me.
Well, but before you get to that point, when I ask you out to dinner once, I get it. Maybe I do just want to hang out. But the 4th time, it's not just because I'm hungry that I keep inviting you to dinner.
So I
you gotta know that. Yeah, you should.
To assume that.
Yeah, you should. That's the safest assumption you can make.
No.
This dude just asked me out the last 4 weeks. I get the assumption.
What they say. Well, you assume you make an A out yourself.
But see, that's not assumption because again, she knew what she was doing all along. Because again,
she said you never asked. I thought we were just hanging out having dinner.
Come on, man. Stop it. Don't do that. Don't do that.
He did not ask. That's just like, what if she was involved in transforming herself? He didn't know what she was, right?
Yeah.
She could have been a transgender. He didn't ask. He didn't put it out there that he was interested in her. You don't have to ask a person, are you a lesbian?
Some things I think need to be put out there that's more important. If you ain't take your trash out, I don't care. If your light bill ain't paid, I don't care. But if you used to be a man, I need to know that. That's simple.
They don't have to tell you.
Come on, man.
Is this a job application? Select he or she. That's not how it is now.
Come on now. Don't do that. Don't look. On a personal
She may feel like it's personal. That's personal.
That is personal.
You getting too personal. Why you ask we just met? That's personal.
Very personal. But again, anybody ever just walked up to you and tell, hey, you know what? I just want to take you to dinner tonight.
It don't happen. Yes,
it don't happen.
I've had that. They'll call like, hey, what you doing?
Lord, please forgive her. She don't know what she's doing.
I'm just saying, they have asked, can we just hang out? Okay. Hey, let me see if I'm doing. I ain't doing nothing. Okay.
Family, please call in and help me out, please, because I'm not trying to hear this no more. 708-223-8953. Y'all hear this? Y'all have been hearing this. Please call in, because my thing is, certain things need to be discussed ahead of time.
So certain I gotta have
not your whole life. I'm not asking for your whole life.
So what part of my resume that you need to know?
Did you used to be a man?
Why should I have to tell you that?
Because again,
if you simply gay, when do you say you gay?
Why do I have to tell you that?
Why we out there freaking Papados and you gay?
right.
You should know that okay, so that's where these pronouns come in at. And I guess now we have to ask, what's your pronouns? Maybe ask their pronouns. I think it's really insensitive to ask somebody, are you gay?
But don't you think it's insensitive to not tell nobody that?
Well, man up and say, hey babe, I'm interested in you. Let's go out. Can we do that?
I'm not trying to hear you.
We can't do that?
I'm not trying to
Guys don't approach women like that.
No, not at all.
So your approach may need to be tweaked a little bit then.
No, my approach is, hey, how you doing? Would like to go out for dinner sometime. And
okay.
She says yes.
And she say yes. And so now 4 meals in, hey, I'm gay.
I done had a whole month worth of meals. Now all of a sudden, you ain't got a snowball chance in hell. Just know that now. What? What? Who does that, man?
So at
You
what
don't
point?
spend $400.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Plus.
So, okay, I hope you got a Uber
Plus
money.
tip.
How about that?
So at what point does a man tweak their game? This day and age, now you can't just say, "Hey, babe, let's go out."
But you don't want to seem offensive.
And again,
it's not even about being offensive. At what point
do you say I'm interested in you
I'm
ahead
interested
of time?
in you?
And that's a good question. But the thing is and it's not even about assumptions, so we're not going there. But the thing is, okay, this dude took me out 2 weeks in a row. Something must be going on. You know that. 2 Fridays in a row, this dude called and asked me to go to dinner. It ain't just because he think I'm cool. It ain't just because he think, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a good person.
Only Jesus is that good. Only Jesus is that good to take out to dinner and not have to ask no questions to. You know what I'm saying? That's where I look at it. You know what I mean? So the thing is, at some point, So
here's another question. So you on the fourth date, y'all having dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, once she says she's gay, at that point, can they say, "Well, you need to pay half for this damn meal"?
Okay, we going Dutch. It's no problem.
Yeah, that's fine.
But y'all already eat though.
Huh?
Y'all already eat
halfway
though.
through the meal.
Y'all
It's
already
okay.
eat.
We can go Dutch.
No, but
That's not even a
but
problem.
That makes you sound like you petty.
That's
I mean,
that's
that
like
doesn't make
class,
him
man.
sound like he's petty. No, he's just saying, "Hey, shit, I thought I was gonna get some booty tonight."
Eventually, maybe not tonight, but I mean, somewhere down the line,
I was paying for the play.
We know that was part of the plan somewhere down the line. Maybe not tonight, but hey, a couple weeks.
And she says, "I just thought you was a nice guy."
No.
Cause I ain't getting no play tonight, baby girl. I'm gonna need you to go ahead.
Uber. I'm leaving. And I'm going to McDonald's to finish my meal. As a matter of fact, so
we had Ruth Chris tonight.
I see.
That's
That's all right.
go ahead.
That's all right. It's Burger King around the corner. How about that? So you know what I'm saying. You go ahead and finish your half off, and I'll catch up with you another time. Cheers. How about that?
You gonna walk out on them?
Man, come on, man. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna
Oh
do that.
my goodness.
You know what?
That's petty though.
Not that. No, it's not. You keep saying that, but again, what you're doing is not petty at all. That's not childlike at all. That's not hiding the facts at all. That's what you're saying.
You was interested in my cookies, and my cookies be interested in someone else. Like, so what you want me to do?
Again, after the first time we went out to dinner, you should have been like, "Hey, man, look, we had a good time and everything, but I just want to let you know." You know what I'm saying? You four times in, and then by the way,
so I will walk the guy. At what point? That's why I want y'all to answer this. At what point between day 1 and day 4 do you tell a woman that you're interested in her?
It's obvious.
It's not obvious. Do you know how?
It is obvious.
Just think about this.
I'm spending my money on you and my time. You gonna tell me it's not obvious?
It's not. People go out to dinner all the time with their coworkers, with they no, because coworkers be interested in you and they be like, "Let's go hang out."
You know what? But again, with that being the case, if we decide after a long shift, whatever, hey, let's go grab something to eat. Okay, fine. You know, man, that was crazy at work today. Blah blah blah, yakety yak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna call you from the other side of town on a Friday night and be like, "Hey, you know what? I was just thinking about just us hanging out as friends, and we gonna meet. I'm gonna pick you up, and I'm gonna go spend $300 on you at dinner." Don't nobody do that.
So it happened a couple years ago. So it's about 10 years ago. I was working in the office, and I was married at the time. And this guy, like, it was a group of us. We all hung out after work. Let's do
it's after. If it's a group.
But this is the thing. This guy, one of the guys that's in a group that we all hang out together, right. He calls me because we in the group chat. He calls me like, "Hey, I'm in your area. Let's hang out." I ain't thinking none of it.
Yeah, okay, fine, yeah.
And so then we got back to work. He was like, I want to date you. I say, "Oh, you didn't get the memo that I was married?
Right.
Like,
right,
are you serious?"
Right.
I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
And it took him some time to get up to that point. I'm like, "Dude, you should have said that when we were in the group, and I would have let you know I'm married."
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
But why'd you go to dinner with him?
Cause we
'Cause it was
hung out, we
free?
were cool. No, listen, hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing about T. I'm paying for my own meal because I don't want nobody to assume they get no play from me.
Right.
Cause this ain't it.
Right.
I pay for my own meal. Okay.
Right. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. And again, dude, he took a chance, okay, and he swung and missed. He struck out, okay, and I get that. That's fine. But I mean, again, just if you were single, would you at least not have enough in you to tell him, okay, look, I'm not interested in you or something like that? I mean, to that point, so he know better next time.
I told him, I said, your approach is not good for a woman. I said, listen, I said we hang out in groups, and that's where it should remain.
Right.
I don't understand why you felt that it was okay just to say, oh, let's hang out together. It's fine because we're cool like that.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
get it.
But I'm not interested, and I wouldn't be interested in you. And I gave him the reasons why. Like, step up your game.
Yeah. Well, and I understand that. I mean, if his approach is just weak, then I get it.
But why do you go out to dinner with someone that you're totally not interested in?
Cause we cool. I mean, a meal is a meal. Like, it's not like how it used to be. Like, oh, I'm gonna take this girl out on a dinner
and diner.
date.
Yeah,
that's not it. We're going to have. Hey, you want to go get some cocktails? Some dinner. Like, let's go chill.
I get that.
It's basketball season. Oh, let's go watch the game and get some wings or something. Like, that's what we do now. This is a different age and time.
You know what though? And speaking of age and time, now I was victim to a girl that I was really interested in. I met her through a friend of mine, and she knew I was interested in her. And so, we, had exchanged numbers and all that stuff. And so we hung out here and there, but it was just like we were hanging out. So we were becoming friends. That was cool. We were becoming friends, but she knew how I felt about it. Uh-oh, hey, we got a call coming in, y'all. Thanks for calling in, family. Hold on one second. Welcome to the Women of Wealth Cocktails and Conversation Show. Thanks for calling in. State your name and what you calling to say.
My name is Sugar. I'm from the Ville. What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
Hey,
what Ville you from? Louisville?
If you want to say that, that sounds good. Too.
Okay.
Hey, Sugar Wugger.
Hey. Right now, can you repeat the question? Because I think I know my answer, but I want you to repeat it because I don't want to say nothing wrong.
Oh, wow.
Do you tell the truth in your relationships?
Sometimes, no. I just don't say anything. I'm not looking to go lie, but I just don't say nothing. I feel like maybe sometimes it's easier to just leave stuff out, which can be considered an untruth.
So by you not saying anything, are you admitting to what they're asking you, the accusations that they're asking? Okay.
Yeah. So I don't feel like I'm as honest as I should be in a relationship because sometimes it's not worth the argument, and either me or that other person don't know how to let stuff go.
Yeah.
I don't know how to let things go.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's best don't say anything. So I don't.
Okay.
So it's safe to say that you're gonna tell a person what they need to hear versus what they want. I'm sorry, what they want to hear versus they need to hear.
No, I just don't say anything. If some stuff, I'd be like, hey, let's talk it out. Other things, when I see that it's gonna be a bigger problem, I'd be quiet.
Okay.
What?
So the unspoken is the truth, right? By you not saying
anything. Do you understand that?
By you not saying anything, you're saying a lot.
Yeah, most of the time you say more when you're quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes people don't pick up on that. So, you know what I'm saying? Do you, I know you don't push the subject or anything like that. You try and make them guess or whatever, but how do you feel?
Make them, but how many times can you tell a person the same thing over and over? After a while.
Yeah.
After a while, you get tired and you stop. So sometimes people don't, honestly, maybe you should switch it around. Do people even want to know the truth? Everybody don't even want to know the truth. To me personally, men want you to lie to them. It's easier for their ego to deal with.
Yeah, and again, speaking of what we were talking about earlier about, you know what I'm saying, body counts and stuff like that, I know men want to be lied to. I know they do. Again, I personally never, involved myself in that situation. I didn't want to know, but I know some guys that would much rather you say, oh, it's just been 2 or whatever the case may be, and then they okay with that,
So that's what we need for people to
say
think.
Nothing. We ain't going to even get no body count, so I don't got to lie to you. Let's not even play like we know what this is, because I'm not saying nothing. Everybody got a whole stage. You don't need to know when mine was.
Right.
So we're not giving nobody count of nothing.
Right.
So once again, yeah, I probably lie in a relationship because I'm not going to talk. There's certain things I will not say, and there's certain things I've learned not to bring up.
Okay.
Absolutely. So I say this: stop asking questions that you don't want answers to.
How about that one? How about we talk about that?
That works for me. That works well for me. Again, like I said, as far as body counts and all that stuff, I don't need to know that part of you. You know what I'm saying? I know, like I said, I know you are no virgin, so that's all I need to know. And I didn't even need to know that, but I know that, so I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? So,
But
kids, you know I'm not a virgin.
Ask her how she feels about the scenario we were talking about.
how do you feel? If you've been listening in, how you feel about the scenario we were talking about?
about the guy
Taking the girl out 4 different times, and then on the 4th time she finally tell him that she gay.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe she wants to go to the restaurant and just see what was going on. Come on, everybody done went out with somebody before, and they know they really quite didn't like them, but that may be their only opportunity to get there.
That's a woman thing.
But some women, but as you mature, you realize you could just go yourself. But a lot of women wait for men to take them places. Now, I'm not gay, but I took a woman out. It was her birthday, and it seemed like nobody really wanted to take her out, and I see why. She went and ordered something she couldn't even pronounce.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, I want the sham. I said, you want some what?
Right.
And I said, where do you normally drink? And I call her people. They say she normally get a Michelob. I didn't even know they still made Michelob.
Right.
Because you was taking her out, she go buy the expensive.
Right. She went top notch on you. Is that what it was?
That was like $18, $20.
Right.
She came at my date.
Oh,
wow. Like, you know I'm on Section 8 and I get a link card. Are you serious? Are you lowballing me?
We could have went and got a frozen home run in pizza if that was the case, you know what I'm saying? And a 40 ounce, you know what I'm saying? You should
have asked her, can I get some of that link?
40 for 20 or something, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to pay your meal in link.
Right.
Yeah, can you pay for this damn pimple with this link card?
Hey, baby.
I'm going to take that link and go grocery shopping.
I know a liquor store that take links, so we're going to head on over here to this side of town, and we're going to handle this fair and square, all right? We're going to call it fair and square. That's what we're going to do, So, I mean, my thing is, again, let me know up front. You know what I'm saying? Let me know up front. I would much rather know up front, you know what I'm saying, there's something that might, you know what I'm saying, stop me from wanting to pursue you or whatever the case like that. You ain't got to hide those facts from me. You ain't got to hide those truths from me. I'm
hiding those facts. This is truth. This is life. Ask the questions that you really want answers to. If you're interested in someone, tell them that you're interested in them. And so they can be like, they don't. And that's why they end up with them down low brothers, them undercover lovers.
Ugh, I don't know about all of that either, man. But
because just think of this. Won't you ask some questions like, hey, are you bisexual? Hey, do you go both ways? Hey, have you ever had a threesome? Hey, did you like it? Was you forced to do the threesome? I mean, ask some questions that you know that kind of hard to ask.
How do you ask somebody something like that the first or even second date? How do you even approach doing that to people?
So how you approach that situation is like, just bring up topics like, so I have these table talks. Like when I go out with my girls, we have table talks and we have questions.
Right.
And so it's just like that. It's about communication.
Okay.
A lot of people go on dates and they don't communicate because guess what? They on their phones. Yeah. So you're not communicating. So those 4 instances that they went to eat, they probably only spoke 10 words to each other.
That's terrible, man. That's not a way to get to know anybody at all anyway.
So therefore, you would have got to know that she was a lesbian by communicating.
Yeah, I get it.
I do a game I do the role play game. I'm like, let's just play like we not each other ears. And let's try to get to know each other. So sometimes you got to role play with people for them to tell the truth of who they are.
But again, to even have to role play, ain't that a bit much, man? I mean, in the dough, you know what I'm saying?
Women, we are a bit much. We're So
No, y'all a lot much. That's what it is. Y'all a lot much. You know.
it sounds like you flip flopping. Are you flip flopping?
Not at all. No, ma'am. Not at all.
He said y'all
Not
a
at all.
lot much.
No, y'all a lot much, man. And again, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I get it. A lot of guys can be a handful too. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to know them and once
I
you
am
know all
a
of that
diva
stuff.
because
So,
that's what y'all are.
yeah,
Diva.
and some guys are, man. You know, me personally, I don't subscribe to that way of life. That's not the way I do things. You know what I'm
He
saying?
say, I am not in that community.
Man, not at all. Not at all. You know what I mean? I'm really a straightforward person, but I'm not an abrasive person. So I'm not going, you know what I'm saying, karate chop you in the throat with nothing or nothing like that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know where I am and what I think and what I feel. And you know, and again, in a way, you know what I'm saying, that you don't gotta feel like you're being beat about the head about it. You know what I mean? So but that's just me. And again, I'm one of 8 billion people on this planet, so I get it. Everybody's different.
So you're saying that you would rather just tell the truth of who you are and your expectations of a person. If you got if you have interest in the person, you would let them know.
Yeah.
Okay. So would it be day 1 or day 4?
Probably date 1 or 2, at least one. Because again, at some point, you know, you got to think, okay, even though the conversation is flowing and we having a great time, at some point I'll be like, you know what, I really like you. You know what I'm saying? I really think, you know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna say all this. One, come on now. Come on now. I feel a flip or a flop coming on.
That's
you
not.
ain't gonna say
No,
nothing
that's
that first
not.
day.
Yes,
man.
I am. Yes, I am.
So
Yes, I
you
am.
know what today are people like texting. So you get a lot of information through via text too, right?
Yeah, I get
So
it.
by the time that first day initially get there, you should know if you're interested in her, and you should be able to tell her. Because I'm quite
But
sure
you don't want to say anything offensive to push her away.
I get
What the hell
that.
this guy think is actually asking me all these personal questions?
No, you ain't
don't
gotta
know
do
me. You
that.
don't know me like that.
No, just be like, I'm interested in you. Like, why you can't say that?
Because some women might be offended by that. Some women
That I'm
take that
interested in you?
Some
They'd rather
women
for you
take
just
offense
show
to
'em.
that.
They'd rather
You
for you
don't
just
even
show
know
'em.
me. How you know you interested in me?
I've never met a woman that said that. I've take her out. We have a good time, and it's obvious. You don't just say
And
it.
that's the thing. It's obvious. That's the biggest thing. It's obvious.
No, because that's why we making.
And a woman's not gonna say she's interested in you. She wants to get to know you first.
We
Before
got
she
we
makes
got
a
to start
decision.
making jackasses out of. Donkeys out of ourselves.
You don't meet someone all of a sudden you're interested.
And that's what women we want to tell a little more. Not don't do all this all the time. Men play games. They say women play games, but then y'all say we ask too many questions. We're trying to get as much information as we can so we know how to proceed.
And there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? But it should be, I think it should be the thing is that is this leading somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And not so much, okay, look, the next date is going to be magical and all of that stuff. I'm not saying that at all, but okay, you must be interested in me if you're asking these questions. That's the way a guy would take that. You must be interested in me. I invited you out. I'm willing to pay for dinner, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. So that alone should mean that, you know what I'm saying, obviously that I'm interested in you. But as T said, a lot of times we don't get that to the 3rd or 4th date. Ain't that what you said?
That's what I said. But okay, so what if the woman asks you out on a date?
Okay.
And she paid for dinner. Do you think she want the booty or she just wants your company?
Truthfully speaking, I think it's a lot different for women than it is men. I think they want the booty, to be honest, man. I think that's what they own. You know what I mean? So, you cool and okay, you funny or whatever the case may be.
So you assume that. So I'm hearing that we need to assume if we on day 4, right, Earl? That he want the draws.
At least he want to get to know you better. At least he want to get to know you better. You know what I'm saying? You can say that much, and I'm interested in you. So again, whether the draws come the next date or 4-5 days down, that's between you and him. But at least I'm interested in you, and that's where we at. We trying to get past that stumbling block. If it's a stumbling block, you didn't know I was interested in you. You thought I just want to hang out with you 4 weeks in a row, 4 expensive restaurants in a row. 4 weeks in a row, I spent $300 on dinner, and you thought we was just friends. You know what?
I got some really good friends. I got some really good friends.
Obviously,
your company.
You wanted me in your presence.
No, hold on, T. I think I get you. All you had.
Okay, your phone.
It's,
Wait a minute. Say that again because your phone's going in and out, honey.
okay.
Go ahead.
I'm willing to do whatever you, but if you want to play it and you want to take me to the most expensive restaurant in the city, that's on you. You should have came in there saying, I want you, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get you.
But that's not a hit in the head. That's not obvious when I take you to this type of restaurant because I could have took you to Shakey's. I could have taken you to.
If she likes Shakey's, then why not take her to Shakey's?
But the fact that I didn't mean that must be something else to this.
Okay, let's
no
let's
woman
start
who's trying to impress, no man who's trying to impress won't gonna take you to Shakey's.
So that's
exactly
that. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all this little tip out here. Men,
tell Earl, don't be starting all that side talk.
The tip is, if you're interested in a woman, understand what she like. Some women may not want to go to Ruth Chris, and they rather for you to take them to Shakey's because it's more intimate and we can get to know you. So peep the scene. Yeah, you want to spend your bread. Hey, I like.
Go right ahead.
Come on now.
How do I know? How do I know that that's the case? How do I know that?
That's what I'm saying. You're not asking the right questions. You're not communicating.
I'm gonna walk up to you and say, you like Shakey's?
Tell me this.
Just walk up to you and say, do you like Shakey's?
So what you? Okay, Earl.
We in a relationship. We like what the?
Well,
just because we sleeping together don't mean we're in a relationship. Now that's something Earl respond to and say that's true. Tell Earl, don't say it.
Earl, so what do you do? What do you do? You just, okay, when you ask a woman out, just, hypothetically, you asking a woman out, how would you do it?
Just ask. But I'm not going to ask any personal questions.
So you're going to say, hey, I want to take you out.
Would you like to go to dinner?
Okay, so you got the date plan, right?
There you go.
So that's date one. On date one, what is the conversation? Are you asking her likes, or are you just having general conversation? We're talking about politics and basketball.
You're not talking about personal issues, not yet.
No. I'm just saying. So we're talking about surface things, politics, basketball. That's just, we're gonna put that out there. At what point do you ask her likes? Because day 4 may not have to be there Ruth Chris because
she could tell me all her likes, but not say she like women. She could name other stuff. I like basketball. I like soccer. I like exercising.
I taking long walks.
But all that kind of stuff. She said, I like contact sports. I like what you like.
Well, and again,
you gotta ask you like girls too.
But truthfully speaking, some women like football. Some women like that
I'm
kind of stuff.
just saying, but then that's when you can ease that question in. You like what I like. You like girls too.
I went to Atlanta in November for the Bears and Falcons game. Now I was down there with a whole different group of people, but 4 of my friends went down there. 4 women. Mm-hmm. All of them are girly girls. Mm-hmm. All of them love men. Mm-hmm. But they were at this football game. Mm-hmm. Am I to assume?
No, I don't want you to assume anything.
So again, just because you like football,
when somebody say I like what you like,
well, no, that's what Eddie Murphy did in Coming to America. That's what old girl said. Whatever you like, Prince. You know what I'm saying? So,
but then you got to be like, today. I'm talking about 2023. You like girls too.
That's not something you
That's
ask.
Not gonna be insensitive because we as women we understand what the world is. Because I'm gonna ask you like boys, because it's a lot of down low brothers out here,
and they ain't gonna tell you that they like boys.
Oh yeah, they gonna say because that's when the conversation the conversation expands. They're gonna be like, yeah, I'm bi. Oh, okay. I'm bi the way I'm going.
Right. I'm good bi. How about that? You know what I'm saying? So see you. You know what I mean? And that's how we gonna end it. You know what I mean? So and there's not truthfully speaking, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what floats your boat, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm not
absolutely.
But I mean again, your girl was not bi. She was straight into women. So why are you even going out on this date? Why are you going out to dinner with men? You know what I'm saying? Like that 4 weeks in a row.
Because she was hungry, and
I told
her. She had hot dogs and potato chips in her refrigerator.
I said
she could have put out a Parker House and a cup of soup and a thing of ramen. She had something to eat. So why she have to go and let this man spend whatever he spent, $50 or $200, $300? Why did she do that?
To trick off. She was going to eat. He probably said, "Hey, you seem cool when we go out." Okay, cool.
No. No.
Now,
If that was the case, then she wouldn't have had to tell him she was gay.
Cause he waited to day 4 and say, "I'm
he waited
interested
till
in
that
you."
was on him. You just told me a minute ago, it sounded like a little flip or a little flop. You told me that when you gonna say something. He waited till day 4. That was on him.
I'm going to say something. I'm a man. I'm talking about that woman in this situation.
No, that man.
So ain't no
didn't tell
flip or the flopping. And he obviously told her about 4 days.
And day 4. Day 4.
But
he waited for a
so
week
nowhere in along the lines of date 2 or date 3 did you be like this?
Nope.
This nigga been, you know what I'm saying, checking for me the last 3 weeks or the last month. I don't know what's going on. That's the lie. You gonna try to
going out
perpetrate?
with the homie. He the homie. He cool.
Wow.
And some women may go out with somebody and have a man. Hey, you want to just go out? I've been wanting to go there. Okay, cool. You ain't asking if I had a man.
There's a difference. There's a
Oh,
difference.
So it's a
something
difference.
else too. Women are very, very smart. You always know when a man likes you. You know.
Exactly.
How
I
do
don't
we
be
know?
knowing
How do we
always
know?
Earl, I don't be knowing when somebody like me because people be like, "Girl, I ain't like you, man. You never had a man say." I'm
You
like,
know
"You
what?
speak to her. She
You
act
know
like
what?
somebody want her."
To that, I'm just going to initialize it this way. GTFOH. You know.
Yes,
You
sir.
know.
Out
You
of
know.
here. Wait.
Yeah. That's it.
A man don't even have to say one single word, but you know if he like you.
You gotta know. You gotta know because
Sometimes some women
you
think
don't.
that
Look,
everybody like
so
them and that
if
man
we
don't
in a-
have no interest in them.
T, just to go back to what you're saying and listen to this about the work homies. Okay, it's 7-10 of us, whatever the case may be. But you don't notice me just checking you out. You don't notice me just, you know what I'm saying?
I
giving you
don't
the
pay
eye.
you no attention.
Because
See, it's
they had to
different.
tell me, like, he wants you. I'm like, oh, I ain't know that.
It's different for
my
us
radar went up.
girls. It's different for us girls. Like we can put you in departments. This is the homie department. This is I'll date him department. This is the I like him department. So we put you in departments, and so you the homie.
Good. I can hang
Well,
up.
the
Check
question
him.
is,
Give
do you
him
know if
T.
he likes you? You know. You
Give
have
him
a
and
job, right? You know which
Well,
men.
thank you for
All right.
calling
You know
in,
which
honey. We
men. You
appreciate
know which
it.
men like you and which
We're
men
gonna
don't.
finish up the show. We'll touch down with you later. Take care of yourself.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
On your job, you know which men like you and which ones you don't. You know, you can
Not
you can tell by the way he look at you.
I don't pay him no
There
attention.
are always
That's
signs and hints.
that's
what
the
I'm saying.
thing. That's the thing. You guys may be presenting those nuggets, but if I'm not focused on you as a person, I'm not seeing those nuggets. So it may go past me. And so you have to say, "Hey, shorty, I'm interested." Like that's what the women we want. We want you to tell us. Don't throw out subliminals because I may pick up something that you're not throwing down.
It's not even subliminal though. Again, I've taken you out for 3 weeks in a row.
I mean,
what's subliminal about that?
What's subliminal? Obviously, I'm the home because guess what? I know my sexuality and he ain't never asked.
Here's the thing. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, we meeting a group of people here. It ain't like I want to introduce you to nobody. It's just me and you. And you still trying to stick to the fact that, you ain't say nothing, so I didn't know nobody. Stop it.
Hey, we could have met at the grocery store. We could have met through a person. I mean, it depends.
Okay.
So
you deliver my DoorDash. If I invite you out to dinner, I'm not interested in you.
Then yes.
So
yes.
What's the difference?
The difference is how we met. So if we met amongst a group or somebody introduced us or we met at a party, I mean, I'm a cool chick.
There's nothing wrong with being
and
a cool
he said,
chick.
"Hey, you want to go out? Sure, you're a cool dude. Like, yeah, we vibing, we having a good time."
That sounds like a bunch of BS to me,
I'm
man.
just
That sounds
saying.
like a bunch of BS to me.
But that's
man.
how.
And
Listen, I pay attention to people. So when y'all go out, stop watching people and how they move.
I do. I'm a people watcher.
Me
My father
too.
taught me that. So I watch, and again, even if me and you down here laughing, joke, whatever, I can still see what's going on down there with so and so. Like,
Right.
they're a little too intimate here. And again, not that you mad or nothing like that, but okay, something else is going on down on that side.
But you will
know what I
see
mean?
how the men, how you guys do versus how we receive, right? So when I used to go to the club, I like to go to lounges now, but when I used to go to the club, I used to watch how he'll look at a certain rate and she ain't paying him no attention. But he'll go, what y'all do? You want a drink? Because she ain't got no money anyway, because she didn't spend all her money on her hair doing her outfit.
Getting in the club, you know what I'm saying?
And getting in, so she ain't got no money. She gonna take that drink, right?
Yeah.
And so he ain't saying that he interested, but he gonna buy another one. Oh, my friend over here, that friend could be the girlfriend, okay?
I get that.
So now you gotta buy my girlfriend a drink too.
I'm okay with that. But again, who was I interested in? Who did I offer the drink to? First of all, that should be enough. Why is that not enough? The
reason why it's not enough because I'm a cool chick. It's a different time.
Wow.
Just why can't guys say, hey, Sierra, Tasha, Monique, I'm interested in you.
Right. Yeah. And again, that will come, but again, you would think that as smart as women are, and women are smarter than men, you all are. I give you that you would know, okay, this dude is singling me out for some reason. What is his reason?
He got a motive.
And again, whether it's just as my boy Mark Carpenter put GTD, then if that's what it is, then that's what it is. But again, at some point, I am interested in to get to know you better before I GTD.
But you should have said that on day 1 or 2, not 4.
Why did you not figure that out on day 2 or 3?
Why
did you not figure that out? Why did you not figure that out?
Why do I have to read your mind?
You ain't gotta read my mind. This is obvious. Stevie Wonder can see it. And that man was born blind. And he know, okay, yeah, them niggas went out 4 weeks in a row. What's to that? And he ain't even paying attention.
So I want to ask you guys this question. Like, at what point are you going to be upfront and say what you mean and mean what you say? Actions and words have to match.
So you're absolutely right. But here's, again, going back to the young lady who was lesbian. 4 dates in, and she didn't assume anything. 4 days in. So then on the 4th date, when he did finally decide to say something to her, that's it. She finally decided to let him know, you ain't got a snowball's chance in hell.
And she probably wasn't even a lesbian. She just wasn't interested in him, and she wanted a meal.
Well, you know what? With all that being said, then, yeah, I blame the dude. But truthfully speaking, you know what I'm saying? Again, after the 2nd date, I'm still saying you should have been like, okay, this nigga is on me for whatever reason, and I need to go ahead and squash this because I don't want to lead him on, or I don't want to play no games with him and, make this as uncomfortable as possible by telling him on the 4th date that I'm gay.
Do I supposed to assume that you're interested in me because you ain't told me? I already know my sexuality.
My man said turn the phone.
Why wouldn't you say that after the 1st date? Why wouldn't you say, I had a really, really good time, but just so you know.
Right.
Why wouldn't you say that after the 1st date? Why you gonna wait to date 4?
Just like how we supposed to assume that you're interested. I'm assuming that the lesbians out here supposed to assume that they're lesbian. Like,
how are you supposed to assume?
I'm just saying. At what he meet? Well, okay, let's go back. Where did they meet? Did they meet through someone?
It might have been work. It might have been so. Who knows? Why does that matter?
Because the settings
if it was
always
a lesbian
matter.
club, then I get it. You know what I'm saying? You should have picked up the hint.
The settings may matter because the topics probably came up and he wasn't paying attention.
I doubt it.
And so he's like, maybe I can change her. I can get her, even though I know I'm just saying, it's this world is so different than that old school dating.
And I get that, but I mean, again, after 40 years old, you know what old school dating is. You know what it is. So it shouldn't be, okay, we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, do things the new school way, because you know when the dude is interested in. You know you do.
No, because dating today is different from dating 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It's different. So once I got my divorce 6 years ago, when I started back dating, it was a different world for me.
I'm sure.
So it's different. So I have a checklist of questions that I'm asking on the first date. And it's not that I'm drilling a person, but it's questions that we're going to have. And probably before the first date, because like I said, a lot of people like to text. Okay, so this is a good opportunity for me to check off some questions. I may not ask them directly like, oh, do you like guys? I may not ask that because that may offend someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, it's like, do you like swingers clubs? Are you interested in that? So it's certain things that I will ask. Oh, you interested in swingers? Oh, well, you know how they get down. So sometimes they get with the men too. Like, are you interested in that 2 men and a woman type ordeal?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking those things because it's so many people now date, and the pronouns are real. Just saying that the pronouns are real.
I get it. I understand completely, man. I guess I'm just, and again, I get it. I've been married 24 years, so I've been out of the game for quite a while. But I don't understand how it has changed that much. And actually, I was talking to a friend of mine. A guy at her job is interested in her, and he was moving kind of slow, but she said initially she wasn't really interested in him in that aspect. But she said things have kind of picked up this past week. So I said, so what are you going to do? I asked, what are you going to do? She's like, well, I like to know what his intentions are, and all of those good things. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I say that to say, okay, hey, look, she ain't even went out with the dude yet, and she's ready to ask these questions in the door. You know what I'm saying? So, and she's a woman. You know what I'm saying? So that means I want to know where you are before we go any further. You know what I'm saying? Before we do anything any different or whatever the case may be.
Because she know what she wants.
Okay.
It's a different from knowing what you want and exploring. Getting to figure out what you want. Some of us women know exactly what we want.
I think all of y'all do.
No.
I think so.
Some of us wants to explore to get a feel of what we really, really want. So that's the difference. So knowing what you want, you're gonna be direct before we even go to Ruth Chris.
Yeah. Well, truthfully speaking, Ruth Chris ain't gonna be the first date. I'm gonna just let you know that now. So you know what I'm saying? That's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Again.
What you gonna take them to Shakey's?
We might do Sizzler, a Bonanza, or Ponderosa.
Sizzler? That ain't even don't exist anymore.
There's your chances with me if that's what you expect. You know what I'm saying? Or we might even do an Applebee's or something like that, Fridays or something. But
Earl said expensive. You sound a little cheap to me.
Again, I'm not trying to press you to that point. You know what I'm saying? In the dough, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. You know what I mean?
So Earl, your first date gonna be at Sizzler's or Ruth Chris?
Well, I'm just saying it's gonna be you figure wherever you go, you're gonna spend at least $100.
Right? Exactly.
At Sizzler's, it's $14.99. That's what it used to be.
How does she remember that?
I used to love
it. About 25 years ago. You're talking about 25 years ago.
Yeah. I said because Sizzler's been closed at least 25 years.
I used to like Sizzlers.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all did. You know what I'm saying? That was fine dining. You know what I'm saying? 25, 30 years ago. You know what I mean? So, I think the thing is again, if you want to do it that way, then let's just put it out there. Then let's just be forward. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's not about being abrasive or not hurting nobody's feelings or nothing like that. It's just about, hey, look, man, I kind of dig you. I dig you. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're not interested, that's fine. Let me know now. But it shouldn't take 4 dates to say.
So I just want to know, like, you told her, "Hey, I want to go out, take you out." Say that was Monday, and we're going out to dinner on Saturday, right? From Monday to Saturday, do you have any communication within that time?
I'm sure you do. I would hope to God that you do.
So with that communication, what are you asking?
How was your week? How's work going? Have you been okay? Things of that nature. And then, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Because that's what we really want to know. I get this Monday or Tuesday. What you doing this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't got nothing planned. You want to go have dinner? You know what I'm saying? You want to go?
So you're on the surface, so you're not even telling her your likes. So say you take her to a restaurant say you take her to somewhere where it's seafood and she have allergies.
Well, I would like to know that she would have to tell me. If I tell her, hey, look, we going to, you know what I'm saying, shrimp and fish, you know what I'm saying, joint, you got to let me know. Okay, I'm allergic to. Don't just say okay and then you get there and trying to order hamburger.
Sometimes guys don't say where we're going. I just want to surprise you.
Well, and that's shock factor. Well, then, you know, as a woman, you have to say, hey, look, I appreciate the surprise, but I'm allergic to shellfish. So, you know,
so we're going to tell him the truth. Like, dude, you...
yeah, well, see,
you didn't even ask me. You should have told me.
Don't assume.
He assumed.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He shouldn't assume. I'm saying I get it, but I'm just saying in those aspects, there are ways for any and everything to be said. I get it, but I mean to not say anything, man. Come on now, because what you doing is
that's that unspoken truth.
Yeah, my man Hollywood just said, "Don't expect men to guess or assume."
But women feel the same way, Hollywood. Like, don't expect us to know you are interested.
4 dates in, I can't say that enough. 4 dates in, and you don't know I'm interested.
We just going to eat. Just saying.
Wow. Yeah, it's just 4 dates, just you and I exclusively, and we just going to eat.
Yeah.
Stop it.
We just going to eat.
Stop it. I'm not trying to hear that.
We love each other's company. The vibe is right. Like, so why not break bread together?
Open communication is the key word. You're right. Open communication is the key. And I guess, just like you said, T, you know what I'm saying? If you talk about these things, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some of these issues could be completely avoided because we know we talked about it and this is what it is. So we know how to get around it. So I get that. I understand. But I don't agree with, you know what I'm saying, 4 dates in. I'll never agree with that. 4 dates in, no.
He doesn't agree with the 4 days. However, it shouldn't take you 4 days to tell me you're interested in me either.
Yeah. My man, John Deere from work said she needs to express her needs verbally. No one is a mind reader, period.
John, are you not listening? The man assumed that she knew that he was interested in her because they want to eat.
4 weeks in a row.
Don't matter. It could have been 4 months. It don't matter.
You know what? On that note, I'm done. I'm done. Whatever you say, man. Okay. Whatever you say. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I've been screaming this the last hour. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense in the world for you to think I just want to hang with just you for 4 weeks in a row.
And I want to close by saying I'm with Dion on this one.
I'm just saying.
So with that being said, so we gonna say the truth.
Yeah, well, he was playing.
The truth needs to come out. Like, be truthful in what you want and be truthful in what you need.
I get it.
And let's not assume any parties, any gender is gonna understand.
There it is. Hey, well, thanks for tuning in, family. It's that time. We are going to get ready to get out of here. We appreciate the calls, the comments, and all of that good stuff. Y'all enjoy your weekend, and y'all be blessed. And we'll see y'all next week.
See you.
All that you got, keep the loving so true. Ain't nothing like the beautiful. What would we do without you? We can't live without her, and we can't live without